From across the country are hammering and sawing away at James Madison's Montpelier to reconstruct an historic log cabin. The volunteers worked alongside the experts to model a building based 19th century slave quarters. NBC29's Carly Kempler is in the newsroom. She's going to tell us about this hands-on historic experience. Hi, Carly.
Good evening, Steve and Sharon. Now, people who participated in this came from backgrounds of woodworking and others had no experience whatsoever. I spoke with one family that's doing this for their father's 70th birthday.
Well, I'm a woodworker.
Loves working with his hands.
After I retired, I started a little woodworking business. I just stay busy, probably busier than my wife likes, but and we're doing this instead of a Mediterranean cruise. This was my choice.
So instead of sailing the seas for his birthday, Diedrich and his family traveled to James Madison's Montpelier to reconstruct an historic log cabin modeled after 19th century slave quarters.
My dad is a woodworker, and so it's been a lot of fun for me as his daughter, and then with my mom as well, to kind of work on a project together as a family.
All of them chopping away.
I try and find the smallest hammer and the smallest axe, and they have a wide range of tools.
And getting in some quality family time.
I'm really lucky. I've got a family that's tight-knit and tolerant of each other and independent, but, you know, together. It's been good.
The family joined with a handful of others, most having little or no experience with woodworking or building. People from all across the country have been working all week to get this building done, and by the end of the day, it should be completed with some rafters.
Because most of these folks don't have any skill with, or didn't have, they do now, with these antique tools or the power tools. So it's an accomplishment at the end of the week to have a building to show for their skills.
And after a long week of work, some of them are ready to put an axe back in their hand.
There's a lot of labor involved in one of these things. I think we might build one back home.
Awesome experience for you. Program wrapped up earlier this afternoon, and the completed structure will be on display at Montpelier next to a handful of other buildings near the visitor center.